Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the processions of the Chairman and Chairman's escort of East Dorset District Council, the University Board, Senate and the Pro-Chancellor. Please be seated. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Pro-Chancellor Mr. Giles Sturdy.
Ladies and gentlemen, honoured guests, it's my great pleasure to welcome, first of all, our honorary guests today and introduce to you the people on the platform party here and then open this wonderful ceremony. So welcome to our honorary guests. Firstly, Chancellor Derek Burt, who's Chairman of the East Dorset District Council, and Mrs. Burt. Councillor Burt has had a very long involvement with local government in Dorset and for some time ago to do with education and some of the very early years of higher and further education in Dorset. Introducing you to the platform party, there's members of the Vice-Chancellor's team and then Richard Condor, Professor Richard Condor, who is Chairman of the University Board. And then across the room there's the Vice-Chancellor and other members of the University Executive Team. And then the afternoon's honorary graduates, Alan Hunt and Martin Warren, whose achievements you'll be hearing about presently. And then behind the board members and members of Senate and sponsors of today's prizes. So it's my great privilege and pleasure to welcome you all to this afternoon's ceremony. But the real welcome is to all of you out there, those graduating today or receiving doctorates from the Faculty of Science and Technology. And also, there are some students here from our partner land-based college, Kingston Morwood, who are receiving degrees that have been validated by the university. But the biggest welcome really is to all of your friends and families, all of those who have supported you throughout and have come here today to share this great moment in your lives. So, welcome. And a very big congratulations on what you have achieved. This may seem to be a very formal and dignified ceremony, and of course in many ways it is, and it befits your graduation that it should be so. But please also enjoy it. Loud applause and cheering is great and really welcomed. Hoops of delight are fantastic. 2 years ago, one graduate was inspired to try to cartwheel across the stage. I don't really recommend that. Unfortunately, much as though we all admired his sense of purpose, it was his sense of direction that somewhat let him down. But purpose and direction are, of course, what a lot of university education is about. There's a fascinating statistic behind this week's graduation ceremonies. Students are graduating this week from Bournemouth universities and come from over 110 different countries. That demonstrates the extraordinary international outreach and impact Bournemouth University is having. Something we demonstrated this year when our renowned and very popular and well-attended Festival of Learning, which is run here every year, was also run in Malaysia, China and India, and attracted very many hundreds of visitors. Global engagement is a vitally important aspect of what a university education is all about. Developing awareness, understanding, making friendships on a global scale, making contacts will last you for your life. During the last few years, you will have widened your horizons. You will have made friendships that will last you for a lifetime. You will have gained skills that will be invaluable as your careers develop. Many of you will have enjoyed taking part in the very dynamic students' union activities, and you will have done some voluntary work perhaps in the community. Hopefully, too, you have benefited from being in an environment of intellectual freedom and freedom of expression. Long may British universities continue to protect freedom of speech and freedom of expression. Long may also British universities be at the heart of international collaboration for research and innovation. And long may British universities be able to go on welcoming students from all over the globe and all over Europe in the years to come. You are graduating today at a time when Britain's future position in the world and our relationship with Europe is somewhat confused. We just have to be confident and positive about the future. Nevertheless, we can say that employment in Britain is at a very high level, but opportunities also exist worldwide and on a far wider scale worldwide than ever before. My generation, when we graduated, one just sort of thought of getting a job in England. Now the globe is really your sphere where you must be looking to. So your employability and the success of your future careers has always been absolutely central to this university's mission, so that you can go out, contribute to making the world a better place, and enjoying long and fulfilling careers. I'd like to just mention two highlights from this faculty during last year. They include the forensic science courses are now being accredited by the Chartered Society of Forensic Societies, and so that is a recognition that the forensic science courses that some of you who have been on are really good value and will really help you in your professional future. Also, staff and students from the archaeology department have been involved in many fieldwork projects, including at the Avery World Heritage Site, locally at Winterbourne Kingston, and internationally in Greece, Spain, and even on Easter Island in the South Pacific. So that is not global outreach. I don't know what is. University policy throughout your time here has bring together, we call it fusion, education, research, and best professional practice, to give students the very best possible learning opportunities, especially through professional work placement and engaging with people who are themselves engaged in leading-edge research. Over the last decade, Bournemouth has made huge progress in all these directions, and not forgetting also our very ambitious building programme, which you'll be very well aware of. But now, for today, we're here to celebrate and for you to be proud of your achievements. So we can all look forward to the contributions you'll be making to society in the future. So, enjoy today, keep in touch, be proud of your achievements. All of us are here to celebrate with you and to wish you the very best luck in your futures. So, I'm delighted now to declare this ceremony now open.
This congregation is assembled for the conferment of an honorary degree. Pro-Chancellor, I invite Professor Chris Shiel to present Dr. Martin Warren, OBE.
Pro-Chancellor, Dr. Martin Warren, OBE, has turned a childhood love of nature into a remarkable 40-year career in ecology and conservation, including 23 years leading the UK's largest butterfly conservation charity. Growing up on the edge of Dunstable, Martin remembers collecting caterpillars from the nearby downland and watching their incredible metamorphosis into adult butterflies and moths. His pursuit of new species took him on trips across the UK, including to Dorset and Hampshire, where he collected caterpillars in the New Forest. These substitute pets, as he now sees them, sparked a passion for the natural world, which has since led to renowned research on threatened species, land use, and climate change. Martin attended Imperial College and University College London at a time when ecology was emerging as a new and specialist subject. After completing his degree in zoology and master's in nature conservation, he resolved to build a career in conservation and completed a PhD on butterfly ecology at Cambridge. The start of Martin's career coincided with a growing awareness of the interconnectedness of nature, a theme which has continued to drive his love of butterflies, which he describes as a microcosm of the natural world. Volunteering for 2 years while he searched for his first role, Martin became a butterfly specialist with the Nature Conservancy Council before joining the charity Butterfly Conservation as its first conservation officer in 1993. Originally running operations from his front room, he oversaw the organisation's own metamorphosis, which included growing its membership from 3,000 to 35,000, and the staff team from 3 to 75. He extended the charity's scope when he helped to found Butterfly Conservation Europe, of which he remains head of development. This organisational growth remains Martin's proudest achievement, as he acknowledges that a well-organised team can achieve so much more than any individual can do alone. His other career highlights include publishing over 200 scientific papers on butterfly ecology and climate change, winning the Marsh Award for Insect Conservation, being voted as a top 10 British conservationist by BBC Wildlife magazine, and recently being awarded an OBE for his services to the environment. Throughout his working life, Martin has championed the use of evidence-based research in conservation and is motivated by making use of scientific knowledge to achieve positive change. Pro-Chancellor, I have the honour to present Dr. Martin Warren, and I ask you to confer upon him the degree of Doctor of Science honoris causa.
Pro-Chancellor, distinguished guests, university graduands, and global citizens, I'm delighted and humbled to accept this award and would like to thank those who put me forward and approved my nomination. It's a huge honour and privilege to be recognised in this way, and I'm deeply grateful. I'd like to begin my short address by quoting one of my heroes, Sir David Attenborough, who once said, "Nature is the most precious thing on earth." Why does the great man say this? Well, amongst the huge number of things that nature provides us with are the very essentials of life: air to breathe, clean water to drink, and food to eat. Quite simply, without nature, the human race cannot survive. Nature has many other attributes as well. The human race evolved as part of nature, and many studies have shown that contact with nature is crucial to our health and well-being. Nature is also stunningly beautiful, and the species that we share our planet with have their own right to survive. Yet in today's busy and increasingly urban world, it's easy to forget these fundamental truths. We've become increasingly disconnected from nature and extremely careless and even foolhardy in the way we treat it. I've been very fortunate in my life to turn a childhood hobby into a career. I honestly never thought you could have a career studying butterflies, and I'm sure that anyone thought that you could when I graduated. I don't think it would have been the first thing on the careers advisors list when I approached them after my degree. But I persisted and studied butterflies, and through them I've had a unique but small window on the natural world, and how humans have affected it. I've also had the privilege of working with some great teams of scientists and conservation. There is huge enjoyment and comradeship in working on something that you all love and care about. But the news we discovered on butterflies has been extremely alarming. Since I graduated in the late 70s, over 3/4 of our 55 resident species have declined, and the number of butterflies in Britain has more than halved. Worse still, almost half of all our species are threatened with extinction. We've already lost 4 species, but several more are knocking on that final door. Now, this is extremely sad for those of us who love to see butterflies and feel that they brighten our lives, but it indicates a severe crisis in the natural world. Butterflies are types of insect, which collectively make up 2/3 of terrestrial wildlife. If butterflies are in decline, then it's likely that many other less well-known species are also in decline. This has recently been borne out by numerous studies across the world, showing that we're now facing an insect Armageddon. Why is this important? Well, insects are crucial for the whole functioning of ecosystems. They provide food for birds and mammals, they pollinate wildflowers, as well as several important crops. And many are beneficial insects that control pests on our crops. Without butterflies, without insects, we risk a collapse in ecosystems as well as whole-scale habitat change and the loss of many species higher up the food chain. But luckily, us humans, who caused so much of the problems to begin with, can also develop the solutions. And science has a crucial role to play, and it can provide us with the answers on how to minimize our impact on the natural world. With my colleagues at Butterfly Conservation, we were able to use our scientific training to develop conservation strategies that really are beginning to work and reverse the decline of many species. Numerous other organisations are now replicating this on other groups, so the future is very much in our hands. Science is also vital to provide sound evidence to develop good policies for the environment. So I'm especially delighted that just today, in this morning's news, the Environment Minister stated that the scientific evidence on a group of powerful insect-killing pesticides, known as neonicotinoids, warrants a more complete ban on their use. This is a great success for science because we've been saying that for over a decade now. Science has a profound role in the future as we seek answers on how to live in harmony with nature. So as you celebrate your great achievements today and go forward to make important advances in your own careers, I would ask you to do your bit to help nature by enjoying and nurturing the nature around you, by minimizing your impact on the natural world and using your unique positions and intellect to do some good, whether it be in research, education, commerce, or some other career. Everyone can play their role, however large or small. It will make a huge difference to the type of world that you grow up in and that future generations will inherit. Thank you again, Bournemouth University, for this wonderful award and this chance to address you all. I hope you have a thoroughly enjoyable day and wish you great success and happiness in the future. Thank you.
This congregation is assembled for the conferment of an honorary fellow. Pro-Chancellor, I invite Dr. Chris Shiel to present Mr. Alan Hunt.
Pro-Chancellor, Alan Hunt worked for Bournemouth University and its predecessor institutions for over 30 years, from 1975 to 2007. He started as a lecturer in archaeology and history before becoming Director of Studies in the School of Conservation Sciences, and later joining the SMT as Head of Academic Development and Quality. Among his many activities, he was instrumental in developing BU's first degree in archaeology, implementing the university's credit-based curriculum framework, and strengthening its network of partnerships. His hard work is reflected in the quality of lecturing and courses being offered today. After early retirement from BU, Alan spent 8 years on the staff of the Quality Assurance Agency, continuing to assure academic standards and quality across the UK higher education sector and beyond. Alan's passion for learning is as strong as ever, and his message to Bournemouth University students is, getting your degree today is a great achievement, but it's also a staging post on your journey of learning. I hope you'll enjoy lifelong learning as much as I have and still do. Pro-Chancellor, I have the honour to present Alan Hunt, and I ask you to confer upon him an honorary fellowship of Bournemouth University.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Vice President of the Students' Union, Mr. Alex Hancock.
Good afternoon. It is an honour and a privilege to be standing here today addressing my fellow students on behalf of the Students' Union. I myself graduated yesterday, so I can appreciate how you all might be feeling. This is a momentous occasion for us all, a milestone that we will all look back on with tremendous pride. We all have our own unique story to tell about our journey at BU. For me, that meant being the first person in my family to go to university, to being someone who is now part of the team that leads the Students' Union. But there is also a lot we have in common. We've all experienced that shift from awkward hellos as freshers to friendships that will last a lifetime. We have transformed from tense first years struggling to find the library to confident scholars who will challenge preconceptions in our fields. But our journey is not over. In fact, it is just beginning. Our generation will be the next leaders in industry, creators of jobs, and pioneers of innovation. We're a generation of risk takers, unfazed by defeat, prepared to pick ourselves up and start again, prepared for the chance to do something truly great, to be someone truly great. We, the graduates of Bournemouth University, are the next generation of leaders who will be the change we want to see in this world. So go out there, think the unthinkable, do the undoable, challenge the status quo, and most importantly, be the best version of yourself. Thank you and good luck.
This congregation is assembled for the presentation of postgraduate and undergraduate awards of the university. Pro-Chancellor, recipients of awards in the Faculty of Science and Technology will be presented by the Executive Dean, Professor Keith Phalp, and received as graduates by the Vice-Chancellor, Professor John Vinney.
Pro-Chancellor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to present the recipients of awards for the Faculty of Science and Technology. I'm especially privileged to present the awards for Doctor of Philosophy. These are our highest awards and represent many years of hard work and original contribution to the body of knowledge. Doctor of Philosophy. In recognition of a programme of work entitled Predicting the Effect of Environmental Change on Wading Birds, Insights from Individual-Based Models, Catherine Margaret Bojan. In recognition of a programme of work entitled Fish Scales as Ecological Indicators, Empirical Approaches to Improve Their Practical Application to Fish Ecology, Georgina Buist. In recognition of a programme of work entitled Prospecting the Physiochemical Past, Three-Dimensional Geochemical Investigation into the Use of Space in Viking Age Sites in Southern Norway using Portable XRF, Rebecca Judith Sophia Cannell. In recognition of a programme of work entitled Chickens in the Archaeological Material Culture of Roman Britain, France and Belgium, Michael Fider. In recognition of a programme of work entitled Sourcing the Clay, Iron Age Pottery Production around Poole Harbour and the Isle of Purbeck, Dorset, UK, Grace Perpetua Jones. In recognition of a programme of work entitled A Holistic Approach to Environmental Volunteering, Connections Between Motivation, Well-Being and Conservation Achievement, Geeta Cragg. In recognition of a programme of work entitled Using Eye Tracking to Examine a Single Word Copying Paradigm, Abby Emma Leishley. In recognition of a programme of work entitled Management and Monitoring in Protected Areas, a case study in the New Forest National Park, the effects upon valley, mire and heathland communities, Alexander Thomas Lovegrove. In recognition of a programme of work entitled Olfactory Short-Term Memory, Understanding Perceptual Representations of Odours and the Role of Encoding Strategies in Working Memory, Andrew Moss. In recognition of a programme of work entitled The Ecology of Chickens, an examination of the introduction of domestic chicken across Europe after the Bronze Age, Jacqueline Clare Pitt. In recognition of a programme of work entitled The Practice of Community Archaeology in the UK, a model for best practice based upon case studies from Dorset and Cambridgeshire, Hayley Roberts. In recognition of a programme of work entitled The Impact of Green Macroalgal Mats on Benthic Invertebrates and Overwintering Wading Birds, Anne Thornton. Master by Research, Lorraine Hazel Munns. Rachel Skinner. Master of Science in Applied Sciences by Research, and with distinction, Richard Henry. Master of Science in Archaeology, Rebecca Reed. Master of Science in Biodiversity Conservation, and with distinction, Neil Bradley. Conleth Conway. Catherine Elizabeth Green. And with distinction, Rosamond Louise Griffin. And with distinction, Anna Lode. Katie Elizabeth Thompson. Master of Science in Biological Anthropology, Heidi Rasmussen. Master of Science in Clinical and Developmental Neuropsychology, Nadia Defova. And with distinction, Robert Luigi Devine. Faye Tamsin Elizabeth Johnson. Marta Agnieszka Makoyak. Jessica Lauren Marchant-Jones. Rebecca Murphy. And with distinction, Daisy Rowe. And with distinction, Amanda Tweedle. Master of Science in Forensic and Neuropsychological Perspectives in Face Processing, and with distinction, Harriet Wills. Master of Science in Forensic Anthropology, and with distinction, Saskia Teresa Maria Ammer. And with distinction, Roxanne Joanna Ivy Blank. Gemma Burt. Naomi Edwards. Zina Haniakova. Eleanor Hawkins. And with distinction, Tonye Kathinka Hoff-Olsen. Agatha Koshiva. And with distinction, Sonia Evelyn Kusmanen. And with distinction, Matthew Lee. Elizabeth Levy. And with distinction, Charlotte Marshall. And with distinction, Cecily Paldino. Nathan John Pinnock. And with distinction, Sarito Salvalainen. And with distinction, Jane Sperovic. Master of Science in Forensic Archaeology, and with distinction, Karma Bosch Martinez. Laura Moore. Deborah Lynn Smith. Master of Science in Forensic Toxicology by Research, and with distinction, Catherine Bartlett. Samantha Jane Evans. And with distinction, Stephanie Farrant. And with distinction, Dimitra Fluru. Caroline Sophie Lewis. David Marek Polanski. And with distinction, Georgina Ross. And with distinction, Laura Louise Tracy. Bethany Wallace. Master of Science in Foundations of Clinical Psychology, Adeshina Adesokan. And with distinction, Alistair Benjamin Coleman. Nida Dal. Tuche Dogan. And with distinction, Jessica Faith Hines. Sarah Hogan. Aparna Jagannath. And with distinction, Abby Louise Keats. And with distinction, Rebecca Ledden. And with distinction, Natalie May. And with distinction, Jessica Pope. And with distinction, Alice Louise Robinson. Jessica Sadler-Dean. And with distinction, Angela Ruth Sewell. And with distinction, Sophie Sindel White. And with distinction, Claire Wicks. And with distinction, Nicola Williams. Master of Science in Green Economy. And with distinction, Nadine Bowles-Newark. and with distinction, Christopher Garbett. Lydia Lee. And with distinction, Tammy Marrett. Sarah Patricia Pinney. Master of Science in Investigative Forensic Psychology, Matthew Ainge. Eleanor Blackford. Paige Cherrett. And with distinction, Leah Marie Daniels. Daisy Hutchinson. Samantha Maria Ledden. And with distinction, Sarah Richards. Francesca Emily Scan. Zoe Ann Stepowski. Maria Summers. Master of Science in Maritime Archaeology, and with distinction, Kim Knight. Master of Science in Osteoarchaeology, and with distinction, Craig Robin James Jones. Emily Nickerson. And with distinction, Catherine Old. Gabriella Roman. Bachelor of Arts in Archaeology and Anthropology, and with first-class honours, Sarah Alcock. And with first-class honours, Jessica Danuta Domichev. Laura Frances Grace. Rebecca Sophie Millman. Merilis Agnes Moistlik. Lucy Sellers. Beatrix Wetherill. Bachelor of Science in Applied Geography, Sarah Victoria Allerton. Callum Michael Bedwell. Joshua Brunston. William Case. Matthew Kasatari. Harry James David Courtney. Matthew Dietz. Benjamin Finch. Ellie Frangimori. Jodie Rose Haynes. Will Hossack. Callum Newman. Madison Paget Gower. Charlie Pollard. Thomas Patrick Savage. And with first class honours, Claire Ellen Scarborough. Owen Stevenson. Jack Ian Young. Bachelor of Science in Archaeological, Anthropological and Forensic Sciences, Danielle India Baker. Kaylee Samantha Bullock. Jonathan James Curtis. And with first class honours, Isabel Dayon. And with first class honours, Dominique Amy Druce. Hayden Anthony Dunn. Hazel Ann Franch. And with first class honours, Alice Jane Gallagher. Natasha Claire Glover. Catherine Mary Hebbard. Elizabeth Grace Johnson. And with first class honours, Charlotte Loy. And with first class honours, Martina Mercinelli. George Murphy. And with first class honours, Effa Ellen Kathleen O'Reilly. And with first class honours, Hayden Abraham Scott Pratt. And with first class honours, Mark Villeneuve. And with first class honours, Demi Anne-Marie Wiskirk. Certificate of Higher Education in Archaeological and Forensic Sciences, Tomi Sung Tabo Mabedzi. Bachelor of Science in Archaeology, and with first class honours, Natasha Marie Cross. Rory Christopher Gallagher. Jake Hardman. And with first class honours, Samuel Jonathan Harvey Hurst. Emily June Jackman. And with first class honours, Luke Richard Morgan Jenkins. Stephen Ross Knowles. Kit Christopher John Lavis.
Lavis, he did it!
Alfie Lum. Shelby Jane Louise Millard. Leah Predanich. Kimberly Seaward. Richard John Smith. And with first class honours, Philip James Trim. Bachelor of Science in Biological Sciences, Isaac Emonu Niza. Akshay Nath Anand. Jack Ashdown. Joe Biddulph. Joseph Blatchford. Millicent Bobby. And with first class honours, Sheila Breeze. Joel Clark. Reuben Cohen. Paige Louise Cottrell. Eloise Crowley. Luke Doherty. Bethany Kate Dyer. And with first class honours, Emily Evans. And with first class honours, Stuart Andrew Farrington. Christian Files. Clayton Graham. Jennifer Jemima Harrop. Rebecca Hartley. And with first class honours, Rebecca Harwood. James Oliver Thomas Hawley. Shannon Hickey. James Matthew Keane. And with first class honours, Nikki Louise King. Teresa Marie Knox. Aniska Anna Kowalska. And with first class honours, Alexandra Sean Lewis. Eleanor Locke. Eva Ludvikova. And with first class honours, Lachlan Ford McBain. Laura Masters. Edward Melbourne. And with first-class honours, Charlotte Miles. Talha Mughal. And with first-class honours, Alexandra Caroline Panton. Michaela Parkinson. Nancy Raftery. Harry Redman. And with first-class honours, Sophie Shepherd. And with first-class honours, Dilan Rai Sidama. Jafreen Tarafdar. And with first-class honours, Lee Vaughan. Lauren Wallace. Lucy Waters. And with first-class honours, Megan Kate Weller. Leah Willington. Bachelor of Science in Ecology and Wildlife Conservation, and with first-class honours, Ella Louise Baxter. Hugh Clark. And with first-class honours, Phoebe Grace Cox. Rebecca Gain. Emma Louise Gill. Olive Hay. Alexander Harvey. Laura Hewitt. Edward Kelly. And with first-class honours, India Oliveira. James Peter Robert Overington. Abby Pigeon. Lucas Redeker. Kate Rickard. Scarlett Robinson. Emily Jane Rosser. Bethany Saul. Daniel John Smoothie. And with first-class honours, Ellis Spears. Andrew Statham. Cara Louise Thomas. Alice Webb. Sophie Wiltshire. Bachelor of Science in Environmental Science, John Dartmouth. Mark Dobson. Jake Michael Garrod. Christopher Heel. Charles Hyde. Thomas Pinkney. Chloe Ann Tung. Anna J. Williams. Bachelor of Science in Forensic Investigation, Esme Louise Askew. Katie Bowden. And with first class honours, Hannah Bowley. Laura Clemens. And with first class honours, Sophie Louise Collins. Kieran Green. Natalia Klimenko. And with first class honours, Bethany Lamb. Soraya Elise Lewinska. And with first class honours, Danielle Marshall. Daniel Mutton. And with first class honours, Jack Osborne. Parth Patel. Rebecca Smale. George Stroud. And with first class honours, Gemma Laura Tildesley. Damon Wilson. Bachelor of Science in Forensic Science, Kirsty Deanne Bishop. Lamorna Blakeborough. Rihanna Carter. Tyler Crooks. Alexander Dorr. And with first class honours, Anthony James William Drew. Nicole Louise East. Olivia Victoria Evenden. And with first class honours, Hannah Fitzwalter. And with first class honours, Louise Fortunato. Caitlin Amy Foster. Samuel Fudge. Ellis Jordan George. Liam John Hatch. Rebecca Louise Holt. Taylor Glynn Hoseason. Hannah Keatley. Matthew Knott. Nicola Sarah Lancaster. Zach Lecornu. Lauren Lewington. Kaylee Sapphire Lonsdale. And with first class honours, Kelsey Makepeace. Alexander Martin. Benjamin Robert Millward. Eleanor Oakley. Sunil Patel. And with first class honours, Polly Proctor. Dominic Ritchie. And with first class honours, Bethany Violet Room. And with first class honours, Eleanor Rothwell. Bradley Sinclair. And with first class honours, Samantha Underhill. Kirsty Walker. Corey Wiggins. Taylor Wilson. Philippa Charlotte Yates. Certificate of Higher Education in Forensic Science, Samantha Chikodi Oladi Chigbo. Bachelor of Science in Marine Ecology and Conservation, Roseanne Adey. And with first class honours, Jessica Bone. Emma Christensen. Dale Evans. Robert Hughes. George Alec Norris. Jade Kimberly Rebuffo. Katie Taylor. Bachelor of Science in Psychology, Olivia Anderson. Hallie Ashby. Shanice Iso. Charlotte Bailey. Jessica Banbury. And with first class honours, Emily Jane Barker. And with first class honours, Abby May Barnes. Emma Barry. Gavina Priya Kaur Basra. Charlotte Bates. Damon Bates. And with first-class honours, Emma Florence Louise Bates. Olivia Katie Berry. Georgina Blumsum. Charlotte Boubier. Zara Burgonha. Nicole Box. Kellyanne Burke. Ross Burton. Zoe Elizabeth Chalkley. And with first-class honours, Charlotte Louise Cheesley. Katie Louise Churchyard. Amy Catherine Clulow. Nicola Code. Martin Coles Gonzalez. And with first-class honours, Sahara Conabry Dawdy. Abby Coombs. Chloe Cooper. Millicent Cooper. Zoe Cooper. Lucy Victoria Copps. Matthew Aidan Crawshaw. Benjamin Lewis Crockford. Samuel Maxwell Cuthbertson. Emily Jane Daniels. Helena Catherine Linda Daniels. Rebecca Derbyshire. Oliver Davey. Bethany Davis. Fern Davis. Jessica Julia Dunabriga. Rebecca Dempsey. Kaylee Neem Dennis. Daniel Dickinson. Ifaiza Ariana Dominguez Perez. Freya Doyle. Charlotte Danielle Duff. Matthew Eddington. And with first-class honours, Laurie Emerson. And with first-class honours, Chloe Leanne Evans. Katie Evans. Jessica Farah. Katie Stella Fitzmaurice. Panerai Ford. Lauren Fox. Tamsin Louise Giddings. Lana Gilbert. Emily Louise Gill. Nicola Elizabeth Gill. Stacey Lee Goddard. Stephanie Goddard. Amanda Gonzalez. Laura Ann Goodsir. Molly Rose Gosling. Catherine Jane Lois Gould. Spencer Gray. Megan Gunnell. Gabrielle Hardwick. Holly Louise Harknett. Connor Paul Hayes. Alice Hester. Eleanor Honus. Rachel Honey. Lauren Kate Humphreys. Eloise Hunt. Gemini Hurst. Joe Hissa. Lauren Hislop. Dima Ivanova. Laura Ivy Hansen. Rebecca Ann Francis. Rebecca Ann Francis Jakeman. Kelly Jenkins. Megan Jenkins. Ashley Louise Johnston. Jasmine Alice Jones. Jessica Jeanette Joan Y. Jones. Sudipika Kandel. Jamie Kapoor. Emily Kathleen Cassell. Liam Keating. Melissa Catherine Kendall. Rachel Ann Kerrigan. And with first-class honours, Irma Konovalova. Angelica Mogajata Kravchik. Zoe LaRoche. Paige Laird. Conchon Lama. Daisy Last. Hannah Lawrence. Lucy Olivia Daisy Lawrence. And with first-class honours, Lucy Rose Lawrence. Sarah Lednor. Rachel Letts. Chun Hin Brian Leung. Harry Lewington. Kira Louise Lihu. Leah Marie Nicole Lusted. Chloe Jade McGilbert. Hester Marshall. Jacob Macaulay. Daniel McGill. Robin Mackenzie. Holly Neem Miles. Zaina Mirzabeg. Harrison Mockler. And with first-class honours, Melissa Mountford. Billy Murray. Jessica Murray. Daryl Neary. Brooke Nelms. Ellen Newark. And with first-class honours, Anne Louise Newbury. Hannah Oates. Jess O'Toole. Jacqueline Page. Melissa Parks. Stacey Elizabeth Parsons. Jenna Patel. And with first-class honours, Natalie Denise Pavey. Courtney Payne. Hayley Payne. Amy Victoria Pearce. Stephanie Peffer. Helen Foucher. Eleanor Louisa Grace Pickford. Eloise Alexandra Pilcher. Phoebe Pollington. Catherine Patricia Price. Ella Louise Purrett. Shannon Marie Pywell. Ben Reed. Rianne Rees. And with first-class honours, Catherine Reed. Samantha Reynolds. Asia Rose. Talinia Samuel. Daisy Samuelson. Pollyanna Sapsford. And with first-class honours, Catherine Laura Saywell. Ashley Scully. Ektar Sharma. Priyanka Sharma. Shaymay Ann Sheath. Natalie Simcock. Daly Sinimeri. And with first-class honours, Nicholas Smith. Jessica Smythe. Anna Stevens. Holly Stevens. Catherine Strahan. Jessica Marie Sutton. And with first-class honours, Andrew Torber. Katrina Tavares. Olivia Tickle. Leah Rosie Tostevin. Frances Sarah Turner. Shahida Uddin. Bethany Vigor. Ella Watson. Emma Webber. Ashley Weldon. And with first class honours, Harvey Weymouth. Joshua Windle. Emily Claire Wright. Hannah Wright. Foundation degree in Science in Marine Ecology and Conservation, Peter Corby. Pro-Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of awards for the Faculty of Science and Technology. Pro-Chancellor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I now have pleasure to present the recipients of prizes for the Faculty of Science and Technology. The Vice-Chancellor will present the first prize. The first prize is the Fusion Prize, which is awarded to the student who's deemed to have been outstanding in terms of demonstrating fusion in the field of research, education or professional practice in their studies during their time at BU. And it's awarded to Irma Konovalova. Vice-Chancellor, thank you. Best Undergraduate Student Prize, awarded to the undergraduate student who has achieved the highest academic standards from all undergraduate programmes represented in this afternoon's ceremony. Presented by Dr. Kevin McGee, awarded to Natasha Marie Cross. Best Postgraduate Student, awarded to the postgraduate student who has achieved the highest academic standards from all postgraduate programmes represented in this afternoon's ceremony. Presented by Dr. Angelos Stefanidis and awarded to Rosamond Louise Griffin. Kirito Foreman Stevenson Prize, awarded in recognition of student placement activity and specifically the student's achievements as an ambassador to the faculty and the university. Presented by Dr. Kevin McGee, awarded to Emily June Jackman. Bernard Dyer Memorial Prize, awarded for the best dissertation on a topic within fields of marine heritage, archaeology and anthropology, presented by Dr. Kevin McGee, awarded to Philip James Trim. Jack Parsons Award, awarded for the best undergraduate dissertation on a topic within the fields of local history, geography, or environmental studies, presented by Dr. Kevin McGee, awarded to Jessica Bone. Royal Society of Biology Prize, awarded to the best final year biology student, presented by Dr. Kevin McGee and awarded to Charlotte Miles. BPS Psychology Undergraduate Prize, awarded to the best final year psychology student. Presented by Dr. Kevin Thomas and awarded to Laurie Emerson. British Psychological Society Wessex Branch Prize for the Best Undergraduate Student, awarded for the Best Final Year Dissertation in the Field of Psychology, presented by Dr. Kevin Thomas, awarded to Harvey Weymouth. Pro-Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of prizes for the Faculty of Science and Technology.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, please join us in giving all recipients of awards and prizes one rather large final round of applause. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the Vice-Chancellor, Professor John Vinney.
Thank you. Graduation is my favourite time of year, and it's not just these rather dashing gowns and fetching hat that I get to wear. It's because of graduation I have the wonderful chance to meet all of you, our graduating students, and to have the great privilege of being the first person to congratulate you as you cross the stage. So graduates, you are now BU alumni, and I know how great that is because I'm one too. So I once crossed this very same stage and sat where you are today, so I know what a very special and proud day this is. Now, the motto of this university is Discere mutari est, which means to learn is to change. And education is about changing lives, our own lives and the lives of those around us, and it helps us to leave the world a better place than we found it. Now, your achievements, recognised today, are the launchpad for an amazing journey that has absolutely no limits. A journey that will be full of opportunities and challenges, a journey that will require you to continually learn, change and adapt in order to succeed in this increasingly fast-paced, competitive, globally connected world. Now, since I was here as a student, BU has been on an amazing journey too, and has actually changed beyond all recognition. Our vision, as the Pro-Chancellor mentioned earlier, for BU is based on this fusion of education, research and professional practice. And we believe that by bringing these three elements together, we can have an even greater impact on students and on society. In the last Research Excellence Framework conducted by the government, 72% of our research was deemed to have an outstanding or very considerable impact on society. And this year, in a new mechanism, we were given a silver award in the Teaching Excellence Framework, reflecting that we consistently exceed rigorous national requirements for the UK higher education sector. We were delighted that when making this award, the panel noted our high placement levels, professional accreditation of our programmes, and initiatives such as our Student Research Assistant Programme and peer-assisted learning, things that many of you will have been involved in. And these features all demonstrate what fusion means in practice, bringing these elements together. Now, my decision to study at this institution changed my life forever and led to me being on the stage today. And to lead such a fantastic university is an honour and a privilege, and who knows where your amazing journeys will take you. Now, another reason I love graduation is because I have the great pleasure of meeting your family and friends in the reception afterwards, and of addressing those who aren't able to be here but are watching us live from around the world. So hello to you all. As you know, succeeding at university requires a huge amount of hard work, tenacity and determination. You should all be extremely proud of what you've achieved, but none of you did this alone. Sitting around you are the people that helped you keep your feet on the ground while you were reaching for the stars, your parents, your partners, your friends and your family. Without their support and understanding, none of this would have been possible. People who supported you when you first decided to go to university, people who manned the 24/7 helpline back home, and I have 3 daughters, so I know exactly what that's like. People who were there for you when the pressure started to build, the deadlines were getting closer, and those final assessments were looming. So I'm delighted to see so many of your supporters here today to share this moment with you. And graduates, I now invite you to stand up, turn around to face them, and join me in showing your thanks with a huge round of applause. Very good. Now, you may have noticed some other familiar faces on the stage or in the audience today, your lecturers, your tutors and support staff. So, like me, they were extremely proud to see you cross the stage today to collect your awards. And I'd like to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of them for their contribution, and in particular for making BU what it is today, such a creative, friendly and inspiring place to be. So please do give them a wave if you can catch their eye, and join me in thanking them with a huge round of applause. Now, you can all be proud of what you've achieved as individuals, but I want to reflect briefly on what you have achieved together. So many of you graduating today have contributed enormously to BU and to the wider community, working with our fantastic Students' Union over the last few years, volunteering, fundraising and doing charity work, representing BU in our fantastic sports teams, or through many other clubs and societies and community groups that you've all been part of. So on behalf of all of the people in the local community and further afield that you've helped and supported, again, I would like to say a big thank you. Now, the Faculty of Science and Technology has gone from strength to strength, and this year we had the 50th anniversary of archaeology at Bournemouth University, going back to a time before we were even a university, so back to our predecessor institutions. And we're delighted to celebrate this year with a public lecture which celebrated the work of General Pitt Rivers, a leading figure well known for his keen interest in archaeology. Indeed, he was one of the founding fathers of archaeology. Now, I know that my faculty staff, my colleagues, have really enjoyed working with you, and they now have a few messages they would like to share.
You've worked hard and succeeded in attaining your degrees, and I hope you've learned many skills, both practical and mental, that are going to help take you forward in the future. You will undoubtedly meet a number of obstacles along the way, but remember, follow your passion and you will succeed. We wish you every success for the future.
Congratulations, you've graduated. It's a great feeling. Can you remember the day you arrived and what you felt like then? See how much you've developed. Well, just congratulations, well done, and the best of luck in all your endeavours.
I started my lecturing career here at Bournemouth University 3 years ago, alongside many of you graduating today. And to those of you who I've had the honour and privilege to share on your journey, I could not be more proud, and I cannot wait to see the exciting things that you do next. I wish you all the best of luck in the future.
Well done, everybody. I bet a lot of you thought you wouldn't make it here. There's probably been a lot of tears, a lot of late nights, a lot of all-nighters. That's just the start. No, seriously, we're really proud of you. I expect you've got a lot of proud parents and friends sitting there in the audience watching you, probably with a few tears in their eyes. And sometimes I watch you parade across the stage and I almost have tears in my eyes. So it's lovely to be sitting here watching you. So congratulations, and I hope you do well in your future careers.
Environmental law and policy needs very good scientists, and we have trained you to be those very good scientists, and I hope that you take this and utilize the training we've given you to go on to do bigger and more interesting and exciting things. Again, congratulations.
To all my BSc and Master students, congratulations on completing your courses, and I wish you a very bright future full of success. Well done.
Hello everyone. Well, what an amazing few years it's been. You've done some fantastic things during your time with us, and I'm sure that's going to continue into the future. I really, really hope that your families are as proud of you as I am.
Make sure you keep in touch with us. We'd love to hear from our graduates. It's always good to keep in touch.
Congratulations, ecology and wildlife conservationists. All the very best for the future, and have fun finding great ways to make a difference.
Fantastic news that you've all graduated. I wish you every success for your future careers. Don't be strangers, come back and see us, and congratulations.
I hope to be able to see you a little later on this afternoon to congratulate you further, but I wish you very well for the future and hope that you keep in touch.
Hopefully the degree you just obtained from Bournemouth University helps you to find the job you're looking for, and maybe we see you back for more postgraduate study at the university.
Well, you've had the pain, you've had the anguish, you've had the stress, and on top of all of that, you've had me, and you've achieved the impossible dream. You've got where you wanted to be. Well done, good luck, do something positive with it, and I hope to see you all again soon. By the way, you look pretty good from where I'm sitting.
Hello. I do hope you've enjoyed your last 3 years here at Bournemouth and that you feel prepared now to go out into the outside world and pursue the career of your choice. You will no doubt have been involved in lots of our practical work, and thank you for helping us with our research over the last few years. Oh, and don't forget, keep up the reading.
I would like to add my personal best wishes for the future. You are now all automatically members of our BU Alumni Association, so please do use their services, keep in touch, tell us about your amazing journeys. I hope you've enjoyed this ceremony. I'd like to thank all of those who have been involved in making it such a success, particularly our Pro-Chancellor, Mr. Giles Sturdy, for presiding today, but also for his support over many years at Bournemouth University, so thank you. All of our dignitaries and distinguished guests, the Chairman of the University Board and all the members of the Board for their continued support and commitment. Please now join me and my colleagues in the Purbeck Hall to continue the celebrations. Thank you.
Congregation, please stand for the national anthem and the retiring processions.